So, I don't think I've ever mentioned this on my channel before. If I did, it was very briefly, like right when I started. And that is that I was competitive in golf for 7 years. I did it for like 3 or 4 years in middle school, and then early high school, and then I quit because I thought the game was too hard, and I became very frustrated. And then I returned, and I was competitive in high school for 2 years. I was on junior and senior varsity team, and then I did 2 semesters, so a year of it my freshman year of college, not competitively, just for class credit for physical health and wellness type stuff. So then, after that, I stopped playing, and it wasn't really intentional. It wasn't like oh, I hate golf, I'm done playing. It was mainly because I was just taking a break, and it was a break that I did not mean for it to go for so long. And the only problem is when I took that break is it was hard to return to golf. And I kept making up the lamest excuses of why I wasn't playing golf or why I couldn't play golf and yada yada yada. I'm just like, you know what, the fact that I'm making these excuses just means I don't want to play right now, and we're not going to push it because I'm not competitive in the sport anymore. Well, I mean, I am competitive in the sport. Golf is very much like a mental competition against yourself, in all reality. So, oh my word, that was way too much on screen. Anyways, so last week I answered questions about film school, and I said I received a question about cystic fibrosis involving my health, and I received another question that I said I would reveal in the next video. So it's that next video, and that question was from my high school golf coach, and the question was, how is your golf swing? So granted that I haven't played in 4 years, my golf swing is probably very rusty, but lately I have been wanting to return to golf, just to have fun, maybe eventually do some like fun community tournaments, because you never know. I actually was trying to return to golf in 2019, no joke. I was working with a coach at my old gym, and just trying to build up strength and stamina and everything like that. But we discovered that I had an injury in my shoulder that never healed properly. It wasn't like a bone injury, it was more like muscle, somewhere in the muscles, like deep tissue type of injury. So I had to like go back down to the basics to rebuild my strength, because if I continued I would have worsened my shoulder. Thankfully my shoulder did finally heal in 2021, but it did take a very long time. My shoulder still flares up every once in a while. It actually flared up 2 days ago and it was really bad yesterday, and I think it's good enough to play today. I really wanted to play today, so I'm gonna take it easy and really stretch out before I play, because I don't want to screw anything up, because that would be terrible. You heal from an injury and then you bring the injury back. So that's my spiel, that's my story. I put way too much sunscreen on my hands. Coach Steve, what's the answer to your question? Let's find out. So I probably chose the worst day to go golfing, to be completely honest. The parking lot is packed. I'm not playing on the course. I'm just like playing at the driving range and the putting green. So I don't see anyone at the putting green, so I think I'm okay there. I have no idea how many people are up at the driving range. I brought all my clubs because I don't know where to start. Now I know where to start, but I didn't know which clubs I wanted to bring, so I brought all of them. I think the game plan for today is I'm going to go to the driving range, and I think I will play with my pitching 7-iron, maybe sand wedge too, and I want want to try the 5-iron, but I kind of doubt that. I don't think I'll pull out my driver or my wood today. Well, maybe I'll bring my wood, but I'm not ready for my driver yet. No way, Jose. So I think I'm going to start with that. I'm also going to go to the putting green and putt a little bit. Fun fact, putting was my favorite thing to do. Still is. It's always drive for show, putt for dough. Like, you can win or lose a tournament at the putting green. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So, I'll put you here. I had to switch to my phone because I was just starting to recap, and then my camera had to shut off because it was overheated. I pretty much had my camera running the entire time, and it was hot outside, so I don't blame the camera. But let me just set you guys right here. Hopefully you'll be able to see me, because if I move it, then I'm sunlight. I'll put you there. Here. Oh, no, let's do this. I did a lot better than when I was expecting. Putting, when I was practicing putting, I'm not really sure if you could see me well or not. I haven't looked at my footage. I tried to get it where you could see me, but I'm not really sure. As far as I know, you probably just saw my legs. I don't really know. But that green was a little bit hard for me to read. It was a little tricky, but I liked a good challenge. So I wanted to stay there until I could figure it out. And eventually I did figure it out. So I think I stayed there for like 25 minutes or so. And then I went up to the driving range, and it was not crowded. So I think all these cars, everyone's out on the course. So I started out with my pitching wedge, and that one I just did so many drills just to get my arms and shoulders used to what I'm about to do, like get my body ready for what I was about to do. And it took me a while to find that rhythm again, because oh, I was stiff. Even though I stretched and everything, my body was just like, I don't know what this is, but this is weird. So that's why I was like, at one moment I was just not even hitting the ball. I was just doing drills over and over and over and over again. And then I moved on to, I was gonna move on to my 7-iron, but then I'm like, I don't think I'm ready for that yet. So I did my sand wedge, and that took a little bit of rhythm for me to find out like what I used to do with that. Honestly, I couldn't even like recall like what my techniques were. I had to like rely on my muscle memory to kick in. So that's why like in the beginning portions I was getting a little rusty. And then once my muscle memory kicked in, then all my old habits kicked in. I would look up and miss the ball, or I'd stand up too fast, or just, oh my gosh, all my old habits just like kicked right back into place. And also there's this kid yelling. he was watching his dad. He's like, how'd you hit it so far? And I'm like, kid. Because for those who have never played golf or have never been on a golf course, golf etiquette is you are quiet. You shut your mouth. So that kid was like talking the whole time. So that was definitely challenging for me to tune him out. But my 7-iron, it took me a little bit to figure out my 7-iron again. Mainly because I kind of forgot what the placement is of a 7-iron. I know. But I eventually figured it out, and then actually no, it didn't take me very long. I think the second shot, it just like kicks back into place, which was like the 7-iron is like my favorite club. And after that, my swings were just going downhill because honestly I was getting tired and it was hot, and my shoulder was aching and my hip was aching, which are like the two major old injury areas for me. So both of those areas were like aching, not out of pain, out of like I've re-injured it, but more as in it's been so long for my body to be doing these type of movements. So my shoulder, it feels weird. It's not painful, but it feels like that was weird. But you know, honestly, it felt, there's a plane overhead. Honestly, it felt so good to be back out playing golf. It was nice. One thing I used to love about golf was just the fact that like you can't really be on your phone when you're out at the golf course, because that's not good golf etiquette. And so I just love that because you can just disconnect, and nobody really judges you at the golf course, which I really like. A lot of times when someone's looking at you, it's not out of judgment, it's just that they're watching you. And golf is such a mental game, but it's more of a mental game with yourself. So the only person that would be judging you is yourself. Like everybody is there to play their own game. And honestly, I think I'm the only girl here. Like I've seen a couple like grandmothers bringing their grandkids, but they've just been watching them. I'm like the only girl here playing golf. And usually when you show up and you're only girl here playing golf, everyone respects you more because it's a very male-dominated sport. So a lot of times, especially at this course, people are like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. But then there's some areas where the men are like, what are you doing here? But no, everybody here was so nice today. And yeah, it was a great day. And it's good to be playing golf. So, Coach Steve, how is my swing? My natural swing is still there. It's a little rusty. I still have some of my old habits, but I still got it. But honestly, I'm going to continue because I've missed this so much, and I want to figure out what days I can come, and definitely going to start training more to get my body more used to golf and everything like that. But hey, maybe I can go play golf with my cousins eventually. But yeah, it's a fun day. That's the answer to the question. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Very different from other videos, I know. But this is from, wow, it feels like from another lifetime ago. But oh, it feels so good to be back. But that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to follow me on Instagram because on there I'm very active. Pretty much all week. I always have content going out, and that way you can guys get sneak peeks about videos and such. And definitely be sure to subscribe and share my channel, share this video with a friend, and give it a big thumbs up because that really helps me out. Comment what videos you guys would like to see, because honestly I'm having a grand old time just creating fun content for you guys. There's a lot of stuff in the works that will be happening later on in the year, but I'm so excited to share it with you guys. But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.